guys to podcast. I keep losing track. What number? Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Hope you like the new setup. I have moved my desk and got it hooked up to the PC, got a webcam, and
Right over there.
It doesn't really make sense because
Right.
my screen is on the left side, but I'm on the right side of the room.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. So that way when I point this way,
Oh, yeah.
boom.
He's over there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Is that why you did that?
No, not really. It's a complete accident.
So we thought it'd be fitting to spend this podcast basically talking about what our 5, upcoming games of 2017 are that we are really, really looking forward to. 2016 wasn't a game where I bought a whole lot of games, so I'm hoping that this year, there'll be not only good games but enough time. So, we kind of talked about that last podcast, so hopefully this year will be a lot better. But, we've got our games picked out, and we're going to be sharing them with you guys, and we want to hear your thoughts in the comments section afterwards. So, Troy, you want to share your first one here?
All right, my first one is Friday the 13th, the game. I'm sort of a big Friday the 13th fan. Not big on, scary movies and horror movies and all that kind of stuff. Friday the 13th was definitely a throwback, but just the fact that it's a game where one person's the killer and everybody else are counselors or whatever, and that killer is coming out to get you and you have to hide, find a way out, or find a way to get away. I think it will perfect what Evolve tried to do.
And you play as Freddy in this game, or you?
No, it's Jason.
Jason.
Jason. Freddy is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, so you play as Jason, or you play as the other ones? The campers.
Either.
Oh, okay.
So either you're the killer or you're one of the campers or counselors in the game, whatever.
Cool. Yeah, I saw that on the list, and I've never been the biggest fan of the movies. I've seen a few of them, but the fact that they're actually it's a bold move to make a game based off of that kind of a movie.
Yeah.
Because first of all, they're really old movies, and they're also very, very violent and gory.
Yeah.
So
they're going all out with the gore in
that's what I've
this
heard.
game.
Yeah.
The trailer is freaking sick. I love it. It's throwback too.
Yeah.
Go 80s.
For sure. Cool. Well, I'm actually going to be starting this list with what is my absolute favorite, and the one that I want the most to be amazing, and that is Halo Wars 2. Now, I think the first Halo Wars was very much overlooked in the Halo franchise. A lot of people were saying, oh, well, it's not Halo, it's not the same developer. But, I mean, if you actually get down to the bare bones of that game, it is truly Halo. And one of the things that I'm really excited about Halo Wars 2 is the fact that, Halo 4 and 5, in my opinion, are very, very different Halo games. They don't have the same feel of the old ones. But after watching the Halo Wars 2 trailer, this game seems incredibly old school Halo, classic Halo looking, feeling, sounding, everything. So not only do I like the concept of the game, but I love the styling. So I'm very excited for that game.
Oh yeah, the Halo fans are definitely juiced. I'm a Halo fan. Never really got into Halo Wars.
No.
Not that much. I love RTSs. Not sure about RTSs on consoles.
Yeah.
But played the beta. It's pretty cool, pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and it's interesting because a lot of people didn't think that RTSs could ever work on consoles, and Halo Wars was actually one of the first to do it. And also, I have kind of a long-standing tradition of having to beat every Halo game that comes out. So far, I have, and so
have you beat Spartan Assault?
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. It doesn't. It's a mobile game.
It's a Halo game.
And it's like saying I beat, it's like saying I read all the books. I haven't read all the books, but so yeah, that's maybe you'll see some live stream of me playing through that game. We'll look forward to that. So, Troy, next on your list.
Next on my list, I have something on my list, but I'm going to switch it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna actually go with Yooka-Laylee. I was a big fan of the Banjo-Kazooie games, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts a little bit. It was kind of it wasn't so as great as the first two, but with Yooka-Laylee, with those guys bringing back that great platformer, it's basically Banjo-Kazooie, and they just replaced them with a freaking lizard and is it dragon? I don't think that
Yeah, I don't know. It's cool to see some kind of retro looking and feeling games.
Yeah.
Still be in the mix with all these really heavy multiplayer or online whatever.
Yeah.
So
I'm just excited to play a game by myself that I can go through and beat and get all the collectibles, and there aren't all these other kind of side quests and a crap load of side missions and stuff like that. It's just a story.
Yeah.
Straightforward, somewhat open world, not exactly. For the most part, it's a bunch of sandboxes kind of connected together.
Yeah.
And
you know what? You'll be able to beat it.
Yeah, and I'll be able to beat it.
And be done.
And I'll be able to 100% it, which will be pretty cool.
Yeah.
It won't be, because finding all the puzzle pieces in Banjo-Kazooie, it was difficult, but it wasn't time consuming.
It's like kind of like the way that Limbo does collectibles.
Yeah.
You don't. They're a little bit out of your way, but you don't have to go through this big complicated process to finish the game. You can do it all at one time.
But,
Cool.
Yeah, that was next on my list. It was replaced. It replaced Cuphead. I'm excited for Cuphead, but it's not making it. Sorry.
Interesting. There's a lot that I thought was going to be on your list that I haven't seen so far. So next on my list, and this is the one that I'm actually concerned we might share on our list, Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, Kingdom Hearts, for me and Troy, has both always kind of had a sweet spot for us because we grew up playing it. Well, he didn't necessarily grow up playing it.
I didn't grow up.
I grew up playing it on, PlayStation 2 and what else did I don't even know what else I played it on. But it's a very,
Game Boy?
Yeah, Game Boy.
You're playing it right now.
Yeah. But it's such a unique game, and also now that Disney has the rights to a lot of things they did not have, 10 years ago, we'll get to see Marvel, we'll get to see some Star Wars, and all this stuff added into the mix. And,
Pirates.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. The possibilities are endless, and I think, with the new consoles, they'll be able to do that extremely well. So, that's what I think.
Next up on my list is State of Decay 2. I played the crap out of State of Decay, and I actually own it on the 360, the Xbox One, and on the PC. Unnecessarily. It's just, it makes absolutely no sense, but I throw my money at, what is it? Is it Dead Labs or?
The company?
Yeah, that makes State of Decay.
I think so.
Undead Labs.
I don't know.
I think it's Undead Labs.
Undead Labs makes more sense.
Yeah, but I threw all my money at them. Unnecessarily threw money at them. I am their Kickstarter. And just the fact that State of Decay is coming back with multiplayer, it was already a great zombie apocalypse game, set in an open world that wasn't too big, but it was big enough to where you can really get around and explore, and it was pretty nice. State of Decay had its flaws, of course.
Yeah.
It was a little glitchy on the 360 and on PC. It became a little repetitive after a while. But I feel like that is something that they probably have fixed for State of Decay 2 to go along with the multiplayer.
Yeah, I would expect them to, especially because Xbox banked a lot on that game. Or Phil Spencer coming out wearing a State of Decay T-shirt during an E3 press conference. I was like, okay, well they're really on board with this. So yeah, it's a good pick. All right. I don't know why I'm putting this on my list, because I have a love-hate relationship with this game, but Outlast 2. I hate to love it, and I love to hate it. It's a game that I can usually only play about 5 or 10 minutes at a time of before I have to put it down and take a break to play some Peggle or something to get my mind off of it. but whenever it comes down to it, aside from PT, I think it is the best horror game that's ever been made. You know, the fact that they have an action-packed horror game that has absolutely no combat in it is just kind of a terrifying thing in its own. And seeing the trailers for the new game, just seeing the trailers alone is terrifying. So, you know, I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to play or beat it, but I am excited about it.
Now look, I played the demo for Outlast 2, and like I got like 5 or 6 minutes into it, and I saw a guy standing like maybe he had to been like 50 feet away from me in the dark, holding a freaking hatchet or axe or something, and I was like, nope. And I turned the Xbox off because no, never.
Never, huh? Oh man. All right.
Next up on my list, I have Red Dead Redemption 2.
I knew it.
Yep, I played the crap out of Red Dead Redemption. It is probably top 3 or 4 game that I had the most game time played on the 360. On the last generation consoles, I played the crap out of that game right there.
Yeah, me and Troy sat there on YouTube like the last 10 minutes before they dropped the trailer and watched it like the second that it came out, and
sitting there refreshing. When is it gonna start?
Yeah.
But not sure how the story's gonna go. No spoilers. We're not even getting the spoilers. I'm not sure if this is a continuation of the last game or if it's a prequel. They haven't really revealed that yet, so we don't know. I would think that it's a continuation because it's called Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Which makes it sound like a sequel. So here's to it being a sequel because I do hope so.
Yeah. You know, we'll definitely have a lot to find out, but they definitely know how to make their games and they know how to market their games.
Yeah.
So, you know, I am looking forward to that. Next up on my list is actually a game that's been teased for the longest time now, and it's actually Scalebound. It's one of those games that they started off by not really showing you much about it, but I've been really wanting to play a game that's just kind of like fighting, you know, huge monsters. I've always been kind of looking to fill that space of what is the game even called for PS2 that I talk so highly of all the time?
The one that came out this year, The Last Guardian.
The Last Guardian's the sequel to it or whatever. I can't remember the name. It'll come to me. But basically, that's the game that I've been trying to find a place to fill that void. I want to be able to sit there and try to fight huge monsters and feel completely overwhelmed with epic music playing in the background. I'm hoping that's what this will be. And it's a single player game that, you know, we don't get a whole lot of. So, you know, hoping that'll, you know, fill that void. It's not the one I'm most excited about, but as far as single player massive games, that's definitely something I want to see. So.
All right. Well, last on my list, God of War.
Okay.
God of War. Kratos is back. We have absolutely no idea what's going on. God of War got a huge E3 trailer. It looked excellent. I've played God of War 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 2. Watched God of War 3 on the PlayStation 3. Watched the 3 YouTube videos because I never really got into the PS3. But yeah, I am excited to get back into it. My PS4 is ready for some Kratos, for killing some gods.
His PS4 is ready to stop gathering dust. But yeah, like, okay, I've never played God of War, but the fact that a company like PlayStation has it as one of their staple franchises shows a lot, and I know that it's very highly acclaimed and praised pretty much universally among the PlayStation crowd. So, you know, I'm looking forward to watching him play it, but I don't have a PS4, so.
Yeah, gotta catch up, man.
You gotta catch up. Okay, that's a good list. For my last one, I didn't want to overlap here, but I do have one that's on the same as yours. And actually, there were going to be two. I was debating between Red Dead 2 and State of Decay 2, but I'm going with State of Decay 2. And here's one of the reasons why. I played State of Decay almost none. Okay, almost not at all. But I watched him play for like, I don't know, probably 8 or 9 months, like consistently playing it. And even just like spectating that game as an indie game, it just blew me away. And it's kind of like how I feel about, you know, like when Destiny 2 comes out. You know, like they came out with this thing and it's kind of fresh and new and it's a new concept. And, you know, they learned so much from the first one that you know that the second one's going to be amazing. So if they take all of the small flaws that State of Decay had and build upon that, you know, that's the kind of zombie game that I'm looking forward to. And, you know, I trust that they will pretty much perfect it, and, you know, I'm excited to see where that takes them.
Alright.
Yeah.
There you have it.
I think it'll be a good year. You know, there are, you know, some games that we're hoping, you know, will be announced, but so early in the year it's kind of hard to make any, you know, early judgments. But, you know, that's what we're looking forward to. And again, you know, let us know in the comment section what you guys are looking forward to, what you'd like to see maybe be announced, and, you know, just give us your opinions. So, Troy, you got any final thoughts?
No, I have nothing else. I'm excited for 2017. I'm glad that the year of the shooter is over, and I'm ready to get into some great stories and single-player campaigns and platformers. Bring it on.
Yep, I agree. All right, guys. Well, have a good one. Have a happy new year, and we will see you guys online.
See you guys.